Hi, I'm Sharon Gilburd. I'm 53. I'm from Scotland originally, but I now live in Llandorog in North Wales. Sharon Gilburd dwi'n dod o'r Alban yn wreiddiol, ond dwi'n byw yn Llandorog yn y Gogledd rwan. When I was 6 or 7, my parents decided that it would be a good idea for us to move away from Glasgow, and we moved up to Shetland. But you can imagine when you get to 14 or 15, growing up in a place like Shetland, you see the world on TV. I remember seeing places like London on TV, and you just can't relate because Shetland is just so remote. And bearing in mind this was before internet and all of that lovely stuff. So as soon as I could, I left school when I was 16 and went to university in Edinburgh. That was when I first experienced theatre and live entertainment. In Shetland, what you get is the community panto, that's about it. But in Edinburgh, you obviously have the International Festival and especially the Fringe. So for the 4 years that I was there, I really enjoyed, that was the best time of year in Edinburgh. Usually it was sunny, but you never could tell. So my first job straight out of university was to go and live in Geneva working for the World Trade Organization as a statistical assistant. And it was there that I basically discovered that I really like languages. So I learnt French and a bit of Spanish. And then after a few years there, I decided that I just wanted to experience something new. I actually sold Shetland salmon to the French-speaking market, so I was immediately using my language skills. Did menu development for Virgin Atlantic upper class. Ended up in London as marketing director for a lingerie e-commerce business. And then started my own digital agency. Dwi 'di dysgu dipyn o Cymraeg. And dwi'n mor lwcus hefyd achos mae pobl yn y pentra fi yn siarad Cymraeg trwy'r amser efo fi. Felly dwi efo lot o opportunity I siarad Cymraeg I ymarfer hefyd. I've had a really varied career which I'm really quite proud of. I used to be a little bit not so proud because it's not the standard corporate ladder. But then that evolved into working as a digital strategy person. I ended up getting bigger and bigger clients. So I worked with companies like Visa and Orange and Barclaycard. And here I am now. COVID gave me the opportunity to kind of reevaluate what I wanted to do, the kind of organisations I wanted to work with. I have focused more now on working with organisations that can make a difference to communities that I care about, so in Wales, in Scotland. And that led me to apply for a few non-executive roles here in Wales and in elsewhere. So I'm now chair of the Centre for Digital Public Services in Wales, which has been really excellent for me to get an understanding of Welsh Government, Welsh public sector, but ultimately how we design stuff that's ultimately going to impact citizens positively. I'm really proud to be trustee of Shetland Women's Aid. So back in touch with my roots back in Shetland, working with an amazing group of women, and it was in September last year that I joined NTW as a trustee. When I moved from marketing into more corporate stuff, I learned different skills, but I just felt I was moving further and further away from the creative. So that's what started me on the journey to start looking for creative organisations to be involved with, and NTW was the one that stood out in terms of its values and its mission that really spoke to me. And I really wanted to help the team here make that vision a reality because it's such an inspiring vision. And the balance between the creative and commitment to measuring the success and tracking those outcomes is something that I think sets it apart. And you know, I'd like to play my role in that. And I think Wales is in a really unique position to make a change for the future. And I think NTW is a theatre company that really has the vision to make theatre fit for the future. And I'm really excited at the opportunity to be working with a bunch of young people, to have some young people on the board and to have them to be able to contribute to the decision making of what NTW does for Wales in the future, near and long term.